Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome for another video. This is going to be a one-hit what if. Pretty much what ifs that are just one part. This is going to be what if Cabba trained with Champa. Now before we get into this, I'd like to say follow me on Twitter and join my Discord, both linked in the description. I post sometimes on Twitter, don't post much anymore, but I'm going to try to start posting more, and in Discord I'm very active. I'm pretty much on every day, unless I'm busy with school or editing a video, writing a script, etc. So let's get into this. Champa knows Hit doesn't need much training and the others wouldn't be much, but he saw how strong the Saiyans were. So when he chooses Cabba, he decided to have him train with Vados. And Cabba, he doesn't have Super Saiyan Blue, as he doesn't have Super Saiyan, and he's only going with Vados for a little bit. So Cabba trains with Vados. Obviously Champa would be even more lazy than Beerus, I would assume. So Vados is going to be doing the training. Vados trains with Cabba for a while, and it's eventually time for the tournament, so they head out. Now then, they exit, and they go to the tournament. Everything is the same until Cabba's match. Goku says go Super Saiyan, but Cabba doesn't know what that is. So he says, go your full power, Cabba. And Cabba powers up into Super Saiyan God, which shocks Vegeta. He doesn't have Super Saiyan, but he has Super Saiyan God, which obviously is way stronger. The multiplier is insane compared to Super Saiyan. And Cabba rushes at Vegeta with one right hook, sending Vegeta flying. If he didn't burst into Super Saiyan Blue, he would have gone out of that ring. Cabba is very strong. Because of God Ki absorbed and everything, and the power boost, he would be Super Saiyan Blue level because of this. So he rushes at Vegeta, as him and Vegeta are actually having a fair match. Vegeta doesn't even see the need to make him get angry and go Super Saiyan, as this is a fair fight, and if he does and combines it, he'd be even stronger than Vegeta. Vegeta, though, kicks Cabba into the air as he hits a final flash, but Cabba's trying to block it. He's trying to throw another Ki Blast at it, but Vegeta, he then jumps out of the way as he flies in with a knee and sends Cabba down to the ground as he lands and kicks him out the ring. But Cabba isn't out, he stays in, and Cabba then comes flying, but Vegeta hits a big Bane attack, which sends Cabba out of the ring. And that's kinda gonna be it for the tournament. But Goku, he sees this and he's surprised Cabba is actually able to use God Ki and Super Saiyan God. So he decides he's actually gonna go to Sadala. So Vegeta thinks, why not? I'll go with him. And we're gonna get a mini Sadala arc. This is kinda gonna be like what happened on Salad Saiyan's video. What if Goku and Vegeta went to Universe 7? Like they said they would, so you should check that out on Salad Saiyan's channel. He's one of the biggest what ifers. You probably watched the video though. So let's get into this. Goku and Vegeta finally arrive at Sadala in Universe 6. They stop their training for the day, as they might train with some of the people on this planet, as they've got to be pretty strong. Cabba says hi to them both as he sees Caulifla training. Cabba says this is Caulifla and this is Kale. Both of them are very strong Saiyans, but Caulifla actually has Super Saiyan God, and this has been a few days after the Universe 6 tournament, so that is why. Caulifla has actually learned Super Saiyan God, and gone with Champa once. Kale, though, she hasn't learned it yet. She maybe will learn in the what if, you'll have to wait to see for that. So they just get the training. They keep training and training for about a week or two. Nothing really happens, as this is before the Goku Black arc. That's gonna happen a little later and will be the same, don't worry. Other than a bit more power boosts, nothing will change in that arc. So now let's get into the interesting parts. There's one more person on Universe 6, Sadala, who has Super Saiyan God, and are you ready? It's literally Universe 6 Saiyans. It's Renzo. Yeah, Renzo, he was a very strong Saiyan. Not as strong as Cabba and Caulifla. But they did think that would be a smart idea to help him get Super Saiyan God. And they didn't wish for the ritual, they trained with Cabba. They didn't know the form even existed before that. And they knew it was from that, so they all went and used stuff. So there's 3 Super Saiyan Gods on this planet, in Universe 6, obviously, not counting Goku and Vegeta. Kale might be getting it, but this isn't all. There's someone coming, and he hears that Goku and Vegeta are there. He wants his revenge for what happened in the Universe 6 tournament. It's Frost, and he has a surprise for them. Frost eventually arrives on the planet, as he takes down a bunch of forces. And he then heads to the main Saiyans. He sees Goku, Vegeta, Kefla, Kale, and Cabba all training. And he then powers up immediately and blasts a huge tower. This alerts the 5 Saiyans as they rush, and they see him. They all head into Super Saiyan God, including Goku and Vegeta, as they don't think there's going to be a need for Super Saiyan Blue, especially with all of the power they have. Frost, though, powers up, and he starts yelling and yelling. This is similar to Cooler. He gains spikes, and his mouth closes. This is his 5th form. Cooler, just like Cooler in the movie, he has a 5th form beyond the 4th. Not full power either. And this is going to be very strong. I'm going to rank this about Cabba level. And that's pretty much Goku and Vegeta. So this is going to be a tough fight. They all rush in as Frost starts battling them. He targets Kale, who's the weakest, as he throws her into Cauliflower and blasts them. And then Cabba comes rushing in, but he's thrown into a mountain. He then bounces back though, firing Ki Blast after Ki Blast, and then a Gallic Gun coming at Frost. And then Vegeta gains in on this, but backs up. Frost is able to jump up in the air and fire his own Ki Blast. But Goku tries to punch him, but Frost has the needle once again, as he punches Goku and he passes out. Everyone notices this. Frost had only used his feet before, and his left hand. He hadn't used his right. So they can't fight him. They'll have to use far range attacks. They all start firing Ki Blast after Ki Blast, but he's deflecting them and dodging them. They have to get up close to him, but they'll lose to the needle. But suddenly Frost flies after Vegeta, but Vegeta dodges, knees him, and throws him up. He's about to fire a final flash, but Frost comes flying down and headbutts Vegeta, which actually shocks him, as Cabba tries to punch him, but he's hit with the needle and knocked out, as Vegeta is then hit too. But Cauliflower tries to fight him, and this is an equal fight, except Cauliflower has a bit of an advantage until she's hit. Wait, she isn't hit with a right. Yes, his fist was caught by Renzo. He had been near that tower, and he's finally at the fight. He holds Frost's arm as he then knees Frost, and he fires a Ki Blast right at the needle. This actually destroys the needle, as him and Cauliflower both rush at Frost, as Frost is fighting them and fighting, but then Frost throws both into a mountain and fires 2 huge blasts, seemingly killing them from Kale's point of view. She starts raging and blasting, and the planet starts shaking. Heck, even part of the galaxy is shaking. But this isn't Super Saiyan God. This is legendary Super Saiyan Kale. She isn't using God, but she rushes at Frost and starts slamming him into the ground. And slamming him into the ground. Punch after punch after punch after punch. This Kale is stronger, but she still is weaker than Super Saiyan Blue Goku, which you know Frost is stronger than. So Frost is able to throw her up into the air, but Kale fires a bunch of blasts after blast after blast. This is actually hurting Frost, and little does Frost know, Goku had a Senzu Bean, which one of the Saiyan officers saw as he puts one in Goku's mouth. A bunch of them had known about the Senzu Beans as they've been used in training. Goku eats it as he gets up. He flares into Super Saiyan Blue and rushes at Frost. It fires a Super Kamehameha, which sends him flying right into a huge blast by Kale. And this actually kills Frost. So he won't be in the Tournament of Power, but as you saw, Renzo has Super Saiyan God, so I think you know what's happening. As we're skipping over the Goku Black arc, like I said earlier, let's get into the Tournament of Power. Also, I just realized, some of you may be wondering, if Cabba's using Super Saiyan God, why didn't Zamasu go to his timeline? But I'm gonna say, just for the simplistic states, it's just because Goku was there, and Vegeta, both using God Ki, and Cabba was just one person. Now then, let's actually get into the Tournament Power. So, Frost will be replaced by Renzo. That's the only difference to the teams. As soon as the Tournament of Power starts, Renzo rushes at people, and he starts eliminating the weaker people. One from Universe 9, one from Universe 10, and just some weak soul people that don't really matter and were eliminated by Kale when she turned Legendary Super Saiyan. Which, speaking of that, she will actually have control of it. Not full control, but it'll be a little bit worse of control than what she had in the normal tournament. And that's going to help a lot. So now then, let's continue. The only difference for Universe 7 is, well, just a bit, and I mean a bit, so not crazy amount, a bit stronger Goku and Vegeta. Cabba and Super Saiyan God, though, won't have a problem at all. Even when Frieza fights him, actually, he'll be as strong as Frieza, and he'll be fighting off Frieza as Renzo helps him. Renzo is just fighting him and fighting him. Frieza thought he could fight them and see how strong these monkeys are, but they are even as strong as him, maybe even stronger, as together they actually blast Frieza, and they eliminate Frieza. And this is kind of shocking for Universe 7. Beerus is actually shocked. He thought Frieza was super strong. He saw how strong Cabba was, but he's shocked. They eliminated Frieza? And now let's get into Goku and Cauliflower. Goku and Cauliflower's encounter would actually go the same, except Kale wouldn't freak out, but someone would rush at them as Kale just kicks them away. Goku would be seeing how Cauliflower and Kale are now, as it's been a while since he saw them. Renzo and Cabba are just picking people off, but Frieza was eliminated very quick. And I'm talking very quick. Even Krillin actually stays in, because there's no Frost to eliminate him, and he helps everyone. But eventually he gets into a fight with Renzo. He starts punching and punching, but Renzo is equal with him, as we did see Krillin equal to Super Saiyan Blue, but he's not. Just let's say, we know he's not. So he's gonna be eliminated by Renzo, who throws him out the ring. Krillin tries to stay in, but he isn't able to, as he falls out the ring. The second elimination for Universe 7. Most of the tournament goes the same with just Cabba and Cauliflower fighting along with Kale, and Cabba and Renzo staying. Now then, let's get into an interesting part. When Goku goes Ultra Instinct, Renzo, Cabba, Cauliflower, and Kale will look at this and shock. But he's about to be eliminated until Cabba comes flying in and he catches Hit. Now then, let's skip a bit forward. So when Cauliflower and Kale fuse, they have the Potara fusion still, but they won't be transformed into Super Saiyan 2 or anything. Kale actually has shown off in this that she is Super Saiyan God as well, but it's weaker than legendary Super Saiyan form. However, for the fusion, they don't know what will happen if they mix the two forms. They do know Super Saiyan Blue, but Kale's form is a lot different than Super Saiyan. So they decide just to use Super Saiyan God, as they fuse and they make Super Saiyan God Kefla. And I'm using the anime in this, and this will be stronger. And I mean a lot stronger than Kefla in canon. So this Kefla has actually beaten Goku even in UI. This is actually on par, maybe even stronger. So Goku will need the help of Vegeta, who's in Super Saiyan Blue, but they're still losing. They're about to be eliminated. And then eventually Renzo and Cabba help and hit, as they actually hit Goku out of the ring. And along with that, Vegeta falls out. Cabba says that he'll make sure that they revive everyone. And this is when something bad happens. Without this, well, there would be no Emirai Goku. There's gonna be no one as strong as Jiren. Even Super Saiyan God Kefla isn't strong enough. And this is shocking. So this is when things actually go downhill. Hit tries to fight Jiren again, but he is caught as he's flown out the ring by Cabba. But Cabba is hit with a Ki Blast by Jiren. But Renzo catches him as Jiren, he just stares. As Dispo, he comes running in and he kicks Renzo, and he's actually fallen out the ring. Cabba, he then follows, but he's actually fighting Dispo and they're equal. Dispo is actually thrown out the ring, with Cabba though. And so, for Universe 6, at this point, they have just Kefla. And Universe 7 has Toppo, Jiren, and Dispo. Those are all the other people, as I assume, obviously Android 17 is still there too. But Universe 3 still makes the giant robot, and he's defeated, with it being a lot harder and Jiren even having to step in. But other than that, the tournament is just a lot harder for Universe 7, and everyone in general, because Jiren is pretty much the strongest, no one can touch him. So this means that Universe 11 is 100% gonna win this. Kefla, they eventually go to Toppo, and they don't anger Toppo, as Toppo is eventually thrown out the ring. Dispo comes running in, but Kefla moves their foot, and Dispo actually trips. He didn't see this coming, and he's then hit with a huge ki blast as he falls, and he's then out the ring. That's 2 fighters down and quickly, as they're very strong. But there's no way they can beat Jiren. Even if they got Super Saiyan Blue, they would be a bit weaker than Jiren. But if you guys want to say they would be, they don't know what will happen. But they do. Actually, Jiren comes rushing at them, and he blinks, which actually isn't that bad. They're able to be hurt a lot, but Jiren is actually weakened. He has to use more strength. He's weaker than them, in this form at least. He just powers up a little bit as he elbows them, sending them flying. Jiren is way stronger than Kefla, even in Super Saiyan God, as he then just throws them, and they crash into rocks. But they eventually power up. They're combining Legendary Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God. They combine this, and this makes Super Saiyan Blue with a tin of green, so kind of like a tealish color. And they rush at Jiren and deliver a huge amount of punches. And this is actually beating Jiren. They're doing it. They keep punching and punching and punching as they then throw him into rocks. This actually hurts Jiren a lot, as they fire a huge blast. This destroys the rocks around Jiren and the ring. Jiren is about to fall, but he hangs on. That is until someone stomps on his fingers and he falls out the ring. This was Android 17. He knows he's gonna lose, but he heard what this Universe 6 Saiyan said. So he knows that no matter what, they'll make the same wish as him. And so he might as well go out with a fight. He rushes at the Universe 6 Saiyan's fusion, but he's just caught, as he's kneed, and this almost makes him lose conscious. And then he's thrown out the ring. This is an MUI, above MUI level, and this is definitely going to destroy 17. So he's thrown out the ring, and the fusion actually defuses after this. A good timing. And they make the wish to revive every other universe erased, just like Android 17 did. And everything goes the same. The moral arc isn't much different, actually. And that's all for this What If. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. This was a lot of fun to make. I know it was quite bizarre, but it was really fun. And it was kind of funny at some points, with Android 17 just getting destroyed and thrown out the ring. But I think it's kind of crazy how Jiren would actually get destroyed by this fusion after they go Super Saiyan Blue. Even Super Saiyan God, actually, I think is a bit overkill, and I lowballed them a lot. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said at the beginning, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, and I don't have much to say. I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be What If Goku Had the Ikari Form, part 7.5, and I'll go over the 7-year time skip. Now then, it's been Shade Talks Anime, and I'll see you.